guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and we are going to talk about the best and the worst comic books to come out this week. I have my top 5, one honorable mention, and a book that I have no idea why it even exists. But if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment down below, let me know what your picks were, and we need to talk about that bad book first. Goodness gracious. DC did this thing where they went in with other type of IPs. We had Fortnite, right? And it actually wasn't bad. It actually, honestly, was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It had no right to be as good as it was. Then they did Batman FaZe Clan. And every single little bit of respect they got for that book was thrown out the window. I am not kidding. Maybe it's because I don't watch pro gaming. Maybe it's because I'm old as sin. Maybe it is for a lot of reasons. But goodness gracious, who bought this? Why does it exist? And why do we need it? I actually know who one of these people are, and I still don't care. I know who FaZe Banks is. Not from him gaming, but from him being a YouTuber. But yeah, if this book is for you, okay, but Batman's going to stay in from helping Gotham. And he's going to just play VR or something, I guess. Okay, all right. We're going to go into the actual good because that one blew my brain. Not going to lie, that one blew my brain. For honorable mention, it's actually had 3 separate stories within it, and that is Sensational Wonder Woman #1. I would say for me, the first and the last different story in this little anthology was really good. Stephanie Phillips kills it again with that end little short. But the first one, I've talked about it on stream. I did a community post on it. But the idea of this poor little bully boy getting his, butt beat because he was wearing a Wonder Woman outfit is so adorable in so many ways. And I really like this story. It wasn't like the best thing ever, but the ideals and the themes were there that mattered for Wonder Woman. And I think that is what was so good about this. And I'll stand Stephanie Phillips every day of the week. I do. Many, many days of the week. So let's get into my top 5. Yeah, it is a little heavy DC, but at least we do have some Marvel and some indies in here. I'm not going to lie. I try when I make my list every week to put in stuff that is not DC. And it usually goes to indies, but my first book here is a Marvel book. Dark Ages #6 by Tom Taylor and Ivan Coelho. This book just finished up. And as a fan of more DC, this was the way to do a simple 6-issue mini for somebody that maybe doesn't know every single character. For somebody that's just starting out. And this Unmaker, and I love this Purple Man, and there was so many things I should know as a comics fan, right? But my specialty is not Marvel, and seeing Sue Storm kick ass in the end, okay, so spoilers here on out, right guys? So spoilers, the way that they killed Apocalypse, oh my god, it was genius. To have him bitten by the vampire and then be able to take him down because you gave him a weakness. You actually gave Apocalypse a weakness, and then you have the best damn vampire hunter come out, Blade, and chop off both their heads. Oh my god. It was such a good ending. Tom Taylor, when he is doing these Elseworld story, hits it out of the ballpark every single time. So bravo on that. Definitely a very good title. One of the best at Marvel. It's over now, but still. All right, #4. I have Shadow War Alpha. That is by Joshua Williamson, and the art is by Victor Bogdanovich. Beautiful art. I love this, very Otto Schmidt style of art, kind of, in a way. And Joshua Williamson does great with this story. I did not expect what happened. I don't know if I just didn't get the memo that Ra's al Ghul was going to die, but I didn't expect it. Now, having Talia lead up and escape You see, you have to kind of squint and be a little like, okay, would Ra's al Ghul do this and turn himself in? Probably not. But it's a plot device, right? You kind of have to like squint and be like, okay. But it was really, really good. We're getting a return of, characters like Onyx and other characters, Cheshire, that have worked with the League of Shadows at one time or another, and their one sole mission is to kill Deathstroke. And I absolutely love it. I love it that it's an imposter. I love all of this. Such a good book. For number 3, I have Animal Crossing number 4 by Xavier Dorison and Philippe Delep. This is such a Animal Farm 1984 style book. And I will tell you right away, it's a long read. It's a very long read. It's very, very dialogue heavy, exposition heavy, but it's so worth it. These characters really grow on you. You've got this player bunny and the mama cat, and I love it. And it's such good themes, the pacifism of being able to move the world without lifting or causing any violence is such a good theme in this book, and I really, really enjoy it. So for number 2, I have Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 1 by Sean Gordon Murphy and colors by Dave Stewart. This book I have talked about in excruciating detail. And I will link that down below so you guys can check out that review. But I went through this in its entirety, and my dumb ass did not know that slag it was a pejorative, so to speak. And I'm reviewing the book and I see Sean Gordon Murphy explain that to me. And I'm like, yep, I just humiliated myself in front of Sean Gordon Murphy. Awesome. What a week. What a week. So for number 1, this book is so good. This book is so good. DC vs. Vampires number 6, written by James Tinian and Matthew Rosenberg, with art by Otto Schmidt and Simone DeMaio. I love this book. The fake out that they did was so good. I would have never guessed it as somebody that's been reading comics for 20 years. Now, looking back, I can see a little bit of the hints, but the fact that the Vampire King this entire time has been Nightwing, and the way he was able to kind of be in the light and all of this was because of Starfire's blood, was so good. I really like that they went that way. I think this book there's 6 more, right? We're halfway there. This book for 6 issues has been pure action from start to finish. I cannot imagine what they're going to do, but now it's ramping up to a point where it's even getting going to be more fast paced, and we're going to see what happens in the other side. They use the Simone DeMaio art for the Suicide Squad. So all of this is going to come to a head, and it's going to kind of explode together. And I cannot, between Batman Beyond the White Knight and DC vs. Vampires, I cannot honestly recommend anything else stronger than those 2 this week. They were so, so good. So let me know, of course, your picks of the week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.